we're embarking in the digital era of video games. And if you own a PlayStation or Xbox console, it can be very difficult for you to play some of the older games that you really love. For example, I've been trying to play Forza Horizon 1 on my Xbox Series S, and I can't find that game anywhere for a reasonable price. Recently, I saw it on Eniba for 150 USD, and that was crazy. And that was the only copy of the game that I could find to purchase right now. Now, you have Sony and Microsoft with their own digital storefront, but after a while, games get delisted, and I'm not sure why they don't update certain games and just discount it and just sell the single player only, because I get that the online servers are going to die down and a lot of people aren't going to be playing the multiplayer for these games anymore, but a lot of persons are still interested in the single player campaign of these games. So just update it so that we can play the game totally offline and sell it at a discounted price. No, they just rather to discontinue the game and delist it from their store, and then us, the consumer, who have that nostalgic itch, because I grew up playing Forza Horizon 1, and it's one of my favorite racing games next to Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 and Underground 2. And those are some games that I really want to play, but I can't find them anywhere. Now, when it comes to digital purchases on Xbox or PlayStation, it's a problem. The games are expensive, to say the least. Sometimes we get sales, but we get sales on Xbox more than how we get them on PlayStation. And I'll say Xbox sales are pretty reasonable. And with Xbox, one of the good thing is you have more digital keys for Xbox available online on the storefront, such as Eniba, CD Keys, or GOG. Now, you can purchase your Xbox game at a discounted price from any of those digital storefront and then redeem them on your Xbox console, which is very good. And it's something I would recommend to do, if you want to save a bit of money. Recently, I picked up about 3 really good games for less than $6. I got The Witcher 3. I got Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and I got Steep. 3 games for less than $6 on Eniba, and that was amazing. So there are workarounds to get games a bit cheap when you're making digital purchases, but the fact that some of the games that you really want to play that are compatible with your console is no longer available. And I wish Microsoft would remaster some of these older games, that are IP of theirs, and bring them back, especially the older Forza games. A lot of people want a remaster for Forza Horizon 1 and Forza Horizon 2, and I think that would be really good. EA, a lot of persons want a remaster for Need for Speed Most Wanted and Underground 2. I'm talking about Most Wanted 05. And for some people, they want a remaster of Need for Speed The Run. There's a cult following around that game. And it's not like developers or publishers aren't aware of what consumers want. They are very aware. That's why EA brought back, I think, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. But I don't know, with Need for Speed and EA, it's a weird situation because they gave Criterion so many chances, but they disband Ghost Games, they disband Black Box in favor of Criterion. And if I'm being honest, Criterion makes some of the worst Need for Speed. Hot Pursuit was the exception. Most Wanted 2012 that they made, that was not a Need for Speed game, that was a Burnout game. We can all agree on that. But enough talk about Need for Speed. I'm just passionate about it because I love racing games. But I would just love to see options when it comes on to buying digital keys. I wish there was a way, I could just play any game I want, without restrictions, without going to the store and finding out that this game is delisted, no longer available, and I just can't play it. if there was some way that Microsoft could, put back some of these games on their store so that we could get them for purchase, that would be nice, because you have some really amazing games from the 360 era that a lot of people still want to play, and they're on the backwards compatibility list, so I think they should still have those games for sale. But if you own a digital console or any of these modern consoles, let me know what you think about how Sony and how Microsoft operates when it comes on to digital purchases on their storefront. Recently, we hear about Sony getting sued because their prices are outrageous, and it's very hard to find like PlayStation digital keys online because Sony is cracking down. They're making sure that they're the only person that are selling digital keys for their games. Well, Microsoft, is a bit more lenient, but what I've learned is that in this industry, what one does, the other follow. Just like how Microsoft started Game Pass and Sony has now PS Plus, Essential, and Extra, and Premium, and all that crap. They copy each other and take the most profitable strategies from each other and implement it into their own system. I wouldn't say the best strategies, because they just are in this for the money. Sony, Microsoft, they're money-making companies. Microsoft is $1 billion company. Sony is $1 billion company as well. They want to make as much money as they can. But yeah, you can make money by, keeping some of the old games on the store. Update the games and make sure that, okay, we can at least play the single play campaign. Because a lot of persons, they don't care about the online, part of certain games. So if people are going to still play the multiplayer, why delist the entire game and make it that we can't play the game at all anymore? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Single player campaign games are still very fun, and a lot of persons really enjoy them, like myself. Now, if you find this video helpful or useful, please go ahead and give the video a like and consider subscribing to my channel, and also share the video with a friend who likes tech or video games. And until then, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.